of those people that feel extreme guilt spending money on something that only I enjoy in my household. So when I learned that I could make my own homemade coffee creamer with ingredients I already had, it was a no-brainer. I had to try it. There's gonna be a price breakdown at the end of this video that you're gonna wanna see so you can see for yourselves just how cheaply you can be making homemade coffee creamer. Enough of me blabbing, let's get to making some coffee creamer. In a saucepan, you're gonna mix in 1.5 cups of whole milk, 3/4 a cup of heavy cream, 2 to 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 1/3 cup of sugar. Or if you want to substitute sugar for maple syrup, you can absolutely do that too. That's how I made it the last time I made it. You're gonna take this and you're gonna put it over medium heat on your stove. Do not boil it. You don't want to boil this. You just want medium heat, and you're gonna whisk it all together until the cocoa powder is all dissolved up. Again, you don't want that to boil on the stove, but this is what it looks like after I dissolved all of that cocoa powder. It took me about 4 to 5 minutes. So after you do that, you want to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1/2 teaspoon of peppermint extract. This is very, very strong, so you want to start small and add more if you want to. Just gonna go with that. I don't know why that dripped out 2 times from the side. Oh, hopefully that's not too strong. Make sure you don't do that if you make this Peppermint Mocha coffee creamer. Oh my. I'm gonna give that a good stir, and it smells so good. Give it a good stir. And then it can store in your fridge up until the date of the expiration of your milk. All right, next coffee creamer we're gonna make is my personal favorite, brown sugar cinnamon. This was actually the very first coffee creamer that I decided to make. I made it a few months ago. I've made it so many times since. It is my favorite one on today's list. And spoiler alert, it's also the cheapest one that you can make at home that's on my list today. All right, we're gonna add in 1.5 cup of milk, 3/4 a cup of heavy cream, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And keep in mind, this is totally customizable. If you make this and you think it's too brown sugary, you can always add less, you can always add more. 1/2 cup is my sweet spot, so that's what we're doing. Same thing as before, we are going to whisk this over medium heat until the sugar dissolves. That took no time at all. So I put in a splash of maple syrup in mine. Just measure with love. A little bit will do it. And then I also do the same with my cinnamon. I just measure with love. Maybe it's a lot, but it's a little bit to me. And then, excuse my children. They are actually being very good while I take this video. Anyways, then you want 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix it all together. Same thing as Peppermint Mocha. We are going to let it cool, and then it can be stored in your fridge until the date of the expiration of your milk. And I swear, I could just drink this. It smells so good. Ooh, definitely my favorite one. As a quick tip, the longer you leave your homemade coffee creamers in your fridge, the ingredients do tend to separate, so make sure you give it a good shake before you pour your creamer into your coffee. Now let's do a French vanilla, version number 1. 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of heavy cream, Then you want to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I do plan on making my own homemade vanilla. It takes like 6 to 12 months though, so I'm gonna get on that real soon so that I can have my homemade vanilla extract. So 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of heavy cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then you can either choose to do sugar or maple syrup, and I would much rather have maple syrup. It says 3 to 4 tablespoons. Again, I measure maple syrup with love, so sure that'll be just fine. If it's not, I can always add more later on. Same thing as the other creamers. You want to heat on low, whisk it all together, make sure it's all incorporated. Then we're going to take it off the heat, let it cool down, put it into our jar. It's good in your refrigerator until the date of the expiration of your milk. So this is the first time I'm actually making this vanilla, so I'm just going to taste test it just to see. Wow. Yes, that is really good, very vanilla-y. Ooh, that's good. Wow, if that's that good, I am super excited for this next one because I hear that this next version is very good, so. And this is how I store all of my coffee creamers when I make them, guys. I just put them in these, I call them carafes. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. That's how I want to say it, so that's how I'm going to keep saying it. It makes me happy, so. I did get these off Amazon. I don't have a storefront. You can just Google them up. My kitchen is getting very messy very fast with all of this going on today. But our next version of French vanilla coffee creamer comes with a can, or includes a can of sweetened condensed milk. I don't have the best can opener, I will tell you that. All right, in our pan goes 1 1/4 cup of whole milk, 1 1/4 cup of heavy cream, a cup of sweetened condensed milk, and then 2½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. I am almost out of this. Same as the other creamers, we are going to heat on medium and whisk it all together till it's all smooth and incorporated. All right, I need to taste test this too because the last one was so good. Okay, let's just see. Oh my God, it tastes just like melted French vanilla ice cream. That is nuts. So good. If you want a sweeter version, you want to add 2 to 3 more tablespoons of condensed milk into the mixture. If you want a lighter version, reduce cream and add more milk. And if you want an extra creamy version, use all heavy cream instead of the milk-cream ratio that we did. This last coffee creamer is a 2-step process. It's a caramel coffee creamer. It's very, very good, but we do have to make a simple caramel syrup sauce first. And after that sauce is done, we just add some of that sauce into our milk and cream mixture to make our caramel coffee creamer. First step you want to do is add 1 full cup of sugar into your saucepan, and then a ½ cup of water. You're gonna heat that on medium heat, stirring until the sugar is all dissolved, and you want to bring it to a gentle boil. At this point, you want to stop stirring And you're just gonna let it simmer until the sugar water mixture turns into like an amber gold color. And I'll show you what that color looks like. Like I said, you wanna stir until the sugar is dissolved. After it's dissolved, and it starts to boil, you wanna stop stirring completely until it turns into an amber gold color. And like I said, I'll show you what that color is in just a few minutes. This is about halfway through the process. As tempting as it is, you do not want to stir it, just let it keep doing its thing. This is the best I can show you right now before I burn it of the color that you need it to be. Then you want to remove it from the heat, and you want to carefully add in the 4 tablespoons of butter. A half cup of heavy cream, and it's very hard to film this. I don't have anyone here helping me today, so it's very hard. So alright, this is what the caramel sauce looks like before you add in your cream and milk to make the creamer. From previous times of me doing this, I know that the caramel hardens as you put in the milk and the cream. So once again, you're going to heat it on medium heat and whisk it all together until it's all smooth and incorporated. And this one might take a little bit longer because the caramel, like I said, does harden up. All right, why not? I'll taste test this one too. It's very, very caramely looking. Everything's smooth, incorporated. It smells wonderful. But yes! So good. I really outdid myself. And I also want to add, making your own coffee creamer at home, you are in control. It's totally customizable. If you want to use maple syrup instead of sugar, you can do that without a problem. If you want to add more caramel to make it more caramely, just like I did, you can do that. It's your creamer. You get to decide what goes in. It's healthier, it's cheaper, and it tastes delicious. You should see me in between takes. I am just gobbling it up. If you're planning on making one of these coffee creamers, please let me know down below which one you're most excited to try. Don't make a mess. I made a mess. But it was fine because it filled it all the way up anyways. Like I was trying to say before I made a fool of myself. If you're planning on making one of these coffee creamers, please let me know down below which one you're most excited to try. Don't forget to give them a good shake before each use. If you like this video at all, please feel free to give it a like, send it to a fellow coffee lover who might be trying to save money, live a healthier lifestyle, all the above. It'd be greatly appreciated.